Hey, what's up guys? Resilient here, bringing you another OU Live, and today we're going to be using a team I just posted on Smogon, and I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can check that out. But it's a bulky Scizor, and I'll go through it with you. It's a bulky Mega Scizor. We got 144 HP EVs along with 120 defense with a plus defensive nature. So this thing can actually take a lot of hits, like an earthquake or something. It does not do that much. This thing is a tank. Also, if you guys hear me, my voice is a little bit rasp. I think I'm coming down with something, but just excuse that because there's nothing I can do about it. So next member of the team, we got Spadef Heatran. This thing can counter a lot of things like the Lottie Twins and stuff like that, just absorbing Draco Meteors for sure. And it can actually be used for taunt on stall Pokemon such as Chansey and Blissey. So going down the list, we got Keldeo, Choice Specs. This thing is one of the best wall breakers in the OU metagame, I think, and we're going to be using it today along with 4-attack Latios, which is not seen too often, and I really like this set. I know a lot of you probably think, oh, it's not that good, but trust me, it's actually a really good set. It comes in handy a lot. I can hit Ferrothorn Scizor with HP Fire, and I can hit bulky water types such as Manaphy, Azumarill, that necessarily this thing could not hit too hard before. And then we got Dual Dance Lando, which is very nice. This thing can sweep for sure. It's a good bluff too on the Rocky Helmet. So some people think it's Choice Scarf, and when you set up a Rock Polish, you outspeed everything. So it's very nice to use. Only gotta watch out for that ice. So then, last of the team member is Choice Banded Crobat, along with Defog. So Choice Banded Crobat is basically my revenge killer, fairy killer, almost anything. Like this thing goes through substitutes and screens, which is very nice. And the Choice Banded Brave Bird dishes out a ton of damage. So let me know what you guys think about this team. I'd really like to hear your feedback, and we'll just hop into a battle. See how it goes. And on my alternative count, I'm up to the 1550 ranks, but right now we're only in 1400, so we can probably get up to at least to 1450 at the end of this episode, so we'll see. I'm predicting to lead the... Oh, so he goes Diancie. I was predicting the... What is this? Fortress? Yeah, Fortress. But he goes Diancie, and he's going to set up... Or he's just going to protect, so I can't really get up hazards. I can get a free switch into Scizor. So that's what I'm going to do here and get my Mega Evolve off, because he's just going to protect. Yep, there's the protect. And now he'll probably... I don't know, he'll probably protect again. But a BP will kill if he stays in. Okay, so he just goes out into Fortress. Good play. Just a safe play on his part. So, I can't really touch this thing. Honestly, I can't touch it at all, but he can't really touch me. Unless, I don't know what this thing gets exactly. I don't think this thing can touch me at all, so I'm honestly just going to set up a Swords Dance and see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's just going to get up his rocks. That's fine by me. There's nothing I could have done to prevent that. So I'm just going to hit up another SD. As he Volt switches, that's not going to do anything. And I do understand he has a Talonflame, he has a Rotom Wash, he has all these counters to me. I just want this Fortress out, so he goes into the Rotom Wash, and he's 100% Will-O-Wisping here. So I'm going to go out into... Let's see. First go to Heatran. Yep, as I'll get the Flash Fire bonus. And now he'll probably just Hydro Pump. So that's still a problem. I think I'm going to stay in here though, because there's no way he's going out into his Diancie, and I really need to get up rocks. So let's see, let me think about this. Keldeo could come in, but I don't really want it to. Latios could come in, I don't really want it to. I guess, yeah, I'll just go to Latios. It's my safest play. I'm going to play safe for the beginning. As he could just Volt Switch into his Bisharp, which would be really bad, but I got HP Fire, so I'll at least be hitting it some for decent amount of damage before letting Lottie go down to a pursuit or a knockoff. But he's taking a little bit, so I don't know what he's gonna do. This is kind of put me on the edge. Monte de Cristo. I don't know where he's from, or it's just fake. But I really want to see what he's going to do here. This play actually kind of gives him a lot of momentum if he Volt Switches here. What if he stays in and Hydros? Then I get some momentum back. Yeah, he might just not... he might just finish the game like this. If he does, that's unfortunate, and sorry you guys have to watch this time run off. So actually, I'll just pause and see if he decides to come back here. As he does not, and we do get the win due to lack of his inactivity. So we're up to 14-26 right now, and we'll get in another battle. Alright, so this is kind of an unusual team. I've never seen a victory bell in OU ever, and I'm thinking what he is he's dual weather, because this Heliolisk can get a solar power, I think, which boosts its attacks, which is pretty nice for it. So, and then he'll have that with Chlorophyll Victory Bell, I believe, and then Charizard Y, and then he'll have Sand, obviously, with T-Tar and a Sand Rush Drill. So this team is actually kind of scary because I've never seen anything like it before. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm just going to leave with my Crobat because I can U-turn out of there. So we'll leave with Crobat, and hopefully he gets... Okay, so he's going to lead T-Tar here, get up his Sand. He could just go right out into his Excadrill, which is fine because I have Lando to go into. So I'm just going to U-turn here and see what he wants to do. He might just get up Rocks too. As U-turn does 51%, so this is not a bulky T-Tar whatsoever. So I am going to go into Landorus because he cannot really touch me unless he's the Ice Beam set, and I hate the Ice Beam set. So he's an Ice Punch set, same thing pretty much. So that is so stupid because I just hate any kind of Ice type Tyranitar. I could have gone to Heatran, but didn't want him to oddly Earthquake, or I don't know. I've seen weird things, so I don't know if he's Choice Scarf, but in any case, I'm just going to go into Scizor. As he Ice Punches again, I can eat that. I won't get hurt in the sand, and I can Mega Evolve and Bullet Punch here. I have to Bullet Punch. So he is switching out. So this is definitely probably Charizard Y, and he can easily just roost off the damage here. So I'm going to go into Crobat because I will outspeed him, and a Brave Bird will definitely kill here. I am banded. So we'll see what he wants to do here. He could go for a Fire-type move, as he just goes straight into my Milotic, which is fine by me. And I don't really know what this Milotic wants to do. Maybe it's like a Mirror Coat set, just in case he feels like... I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I think I'm just going to Brave Bird here. It's going to do a lot of damage. As I get a crit, and it does 76%. Unfortunate for him. As an Ice Beam, I do live the Ice Beam because I do have some HP investment in here. So that did come in handy. I really, really want to Brave Bird again just to get this thing out of the way because it's a huge special defensive wall, and literally everything else on his team can't take any especially defensive attacks except T-Tar in the sand, but it's already at 33%. So I think I'm just going to Brave Bird again as he goes out into T-Tar, which is totally fine because I know I won't live because of sand, but I killed anyway. It doesn't matter. So his T-Tar is out of the way, and he can't get up sand anymore, which is good. That's really, really good for me. So I think my play is to, let's see. I think my play is to go to Keldeo to kind of get this Excadrill out of here. I don't want the Excadrill coming in. Okay, so he does bring the Excadrill in here, and he will probably... This does not kill me unless he crits me. An EQ crit would kill me probably. So I'm just going to Secret Sword just in case he goes into Helios. Okay, so he just gets up rocks and he lets this thing die, which is fantastic because Sand Rush Drill is such a threat. So now his only threat on his team is Charizard, really, because of its Sun, and if I can get rid of that, I pretty much win. So this thing is a threat too because it outspeeds my Keldeo. It does not outspeed my Latios though. But if he goes for that Hyper Voice, a stab Hyper Voice, if it's Specs or Scarf actually, would do a ton either way. So I'm just going to go into Heatran, play it safe. Hopefully I can get up my rocks too. As he goes for the Volt Switch, was a good play on, good play on his part. He could probably go into Milotic here. Yeah, as he goes into Milotic here, and I can eat whatever he has. I am fully Spit F, guys. So I am going to get up my rocks because he has no way of getting rid of them. Unless, I don't know if Charizard gets Defog, but I've never seen it before. So I'm going to get up my rocks. As he recovers off, I don't really care. As he's taking Sandstorm damage, and I am not. So now, what's my best play to kill this thing? I could set up with Lando, but I can't really set up on with anything. A Latios Energy Ball would do a ton. A Psyshock would do maybe even more because Milotic is so specially defensive. I don't want to burn him just in case he's Marvel Scale, I think it is. I don't know which ability it is, but it gives him 1.5 physically defense, and that would be pretty problematic for me. So I'm just going to taunt here. Make sure he can't keep recovering up. And then I'm going to switch as the Sandstorm does go down. So now I'm going to go out into my Latios. As he can only Scald me. He might have Ice Beam, but I don't really care. Ice Beam still won't kill from here, I don't think. I'm going to hit him with a hard-hitting Psyshock. Ooh, that only does 37%. As he does hit me with Ice Beam, brings me down 22. I think I'm going to drop a Draco here as my last-ditch effort to kill this thing. As it does kill. That's fantastic. Okay, so now his special defensive wall is out of the way, and now I just have to worry about the Charizard, which is already at 73%. So if he comes in here, a Latios can kill him even at -2. So yeah, this thing dies. I don't know what his play is here. I can Psyshock him, and he is going to die. Maybe he just wanted to get up Sun for his Heliolisk. Yeah, so the crit did not matter. That thing died. So that's great. Victory Bell is going to come in here, and this thing is going... Oh, it's Chlorophyll. He will outspeed me. So, let's see. Well, Latios, I can't get up, or I can't get rid of the rock, so this thing dies anyway. So I'm just going to hit him with the Psyshock as he does Solar Beam. So he's Life Orb Victory Bell. That is interesting. I don't know. I think... Hopefully Heatran walls this thing. I don't know if it can at 27%. So I have to wait till the sun dies out to really do that much damage to this thing. He's probably HP Fire, so I can't bring in Scizor. I might have to just play around. So I'm going to go into Heatran. I really hope he doesn't have HP Ground or HP Fighting, or I have no idea what this thing's going to do. So I'm just going to Lava Plume here. As he Solar Beams, I should eat this. Yeah, I ate it totally fine. And I'm going to get my leftover recovery as this thing is going to die. And now he's going to bring out Heliolisk, and this thing will this thing will kill me with the electric type move, and there's not really much I can do about it, so I'm just going to Lava Plume. Oh, he's a Hyper Voices. I don't know. That must have been, oh, the Solar Power must have did it. So now I'm going to, I think my play here is to honestly, this thing probably has HP Fire or something of that sort too. So I might just play around with my Landorus and my Keldeo, making him take solar power damage, and a BP is my win. Because honestly, he will outspeed my Keldeo, which is really bad because I otherwise could kill him with it with a Secret Sword. Or a Water type move because he's not the Dry Skin set. But I'm going to go out to the Landorus. Hopefully I can win this. I'm really thinking I can. So... he'll take one more turn of damage, so that's my play. I just have to Earthquake here, as he's going to Hyper Voice me most likely. Yep, there's the Hyper Voice. He's going to take some solar power damage. Oh, he doesn't take any solar power damage. I guess it's last turn. So I don't know if a Thunderbolt kills me from full. I'm assuming he has Thunderbolt. I've seen Volt Switch. I have not seen Thunderbolt. So I'm kind of scared. I would scout for the HP Fire if this was earlier in the game, but I can't do that at this point because I can't let Keldeo get any lower. I'm thinking I eat 1 if he's timid. Please be timid. That's literally what I'm praying here for. So I'm going to Secret Sword here as he Hyper Voices, and I do get the kill. Fantastic. So there's our second win of the day. I don't know if you want to count the first one, but we're 2-0 so far. We'll get another battle. I really like this team, guys. I hope you guys like it too. I made it just for laddering up on Pokemon Showdown. So my highest I've ever been with this team is 1550, which is pretty good for me. I know maybe some of you guys are better than that, but if you guys want to rank up with this is a very easy team to use and a very good team to use. It has a lot of counters and a lot of checks for the OU metagame. So if you guys check it out, once again, like I said, it's going to be in the description. So you guys should check it out. So I don't know, he's probably Mega Metagross, but lately I have seen Assault Vest Metagross, which is kind of odd. So he's probably just a lead arrow with rocks, but he could lead with Mammo too, which is kind of bad for me because I would lead with Lando to counter his arrow, but I can't really do that right now. So I think my play is just to lead Scizor. I know I don't really like leading with my Mega, but I'm going to do it here. As he does lead with Mammo, he'll probably stay in an Earthquake, to be honest, which isn't a good play on his part because he does not know I am very, very defensive. I can go ahead and get off a Bullet Punch here. I'm just going to get some damage off on this Mammo, as it does 78%, as he's going to get up his rocks, and I will be able to finish this thing off. Or should I SD? Or I could Bug Bite, thinking the Lottie's going to come in. No, I'm going to play it safe and go for the Bullet Punch, as I do get the kill. Playing it safe works out. So his Mamoswine is already out of the way, which is awesome. So I don't know what this Lando can do to me. Like, honestly, guys, this Mega Scizor has 380 defense, so his Choice Scarf is not going to touch me with this. So I might get off an SD here. Yeah, I'm going to get off an SD and see what he wants to do, as he gets off his own SD, so it makes me think he's the offensive set, which is kind of good because I can honestly go out into... Okay, so hang on, let me think about this. If he has the Dual Dance set, which is Rock Polish too, that is a big problem. But do I think he's the kind to have that? And how much would a +1 Bullet Punch do to him? I'm just gonna Bullet Punch. That's 54, so that's awesome. Yeah, okay, so his Earthquake kills me. So he must be Earth Plate, because I do not think a +2 Earthquake killed, because I am very, very bulky, guys. So now I can go out into Crobat, and his flying resist is Aerodactyl or Metagross. So he will probably... I could see him staying in here, so I'm just gonna Brave Bird. Yeah, Brave Bird, and I get the kill. So now he'll go out either into his Metagross or Aerodactyl. We'll see which one is the Mega. Here comes the Aerodactyl. And I know this thing... If I know what set it is, I can get rid of it with either Landorus or Heatran. So I'm going to go Landorus and get the -1 attack on him, because I really need it. As he is Mega Aerodactyl, and he goes straight for the Stone Edge, which does 38% at -1, which kind of sucks. So he will if he's the Aqua Tail, I think I'm going to scout for the Aqua Tail, guys. So I'm going to go into my Keldeo. Okay, oh, the Aerial Ace. I don't know, that was not a good play by his part, but I mean, thinking back at it now, look what it's doing to me. So I'm just going to Scald here, basically sacking Keldeo, because Keldeo doesn't really do anything for me this game, because he has a Latios and a Metagross, even Breloom. So I'm going to Scald, as he does, and I might get a burn here. He switches out, so as I do get the burn on his Latios, which is great. And now he'll probably just finish me off with a... Ooh, hang on. I could keep this thing around now. I'm going to go Heatran. That's awesome that he actually switched out. I was not predicting that. As he Side Shocks, and that's not going to do anything. He's not even Life Orb. Maybe he's Specs, because 17... I don't know. Probably not. Let's see. What's my best play here? He'll probably... So if he goes into Breloom, he's got, you know, the Drain Punch, Mach Punch, or even Focus Punch sometimes on it. So... And if he goes to Arrow, he has Earthquake on it. So my best play... I could Lava Plume and hope we get a burn. Or I could Willow. I think I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp. It's my best play. As he goes into Metagross, and I am able to get the burn on it. That's awesome. This thing could also have Earthquake. So I'm going to go into my Landorus here. I don't get the stat drop, though. He is Clear Body, as he just explodes. So that kind of sucks, because now I don't get an Intimidate for Mega Aerodactyl. But, I mean, I guess that's a good play on his part. So, now, let's see. I can bring in Crobat and hope for the miss. No, I need Crobat for Breloom because I quad resist both types of stab from him. So I'm going to keep Crobat around. And also a U-turn will do a ton to this Latios. It will kill it at 44%. So my problem is this Aerodactyl right here. How do I play around this thing? I'm pretty sure I eat one hit with Latios as long as he doesn't crit me with Stone Edge. So I need to keep this thing alive and hit hit it with the Draco. So... But I can't take any more Life Orb damage, so I'm just going to go Keldeo, see what he wants to do. If he goes straight into Breloom, he could, let's see, a Mach Punch probably kills from here. I really don't want him being the Focus Sash set. That would be bad for me. So I'm just going to go for the Secret Sword, I think. No, I'm going to go for Scald for the off chance he goes into Arrow. So he does Mach Punch and kill me. And he is probably Focus Sash, which sucks, but I can go out into this. He cannot touch me unless he is Rock Tomb, but I outspeed him. So I think U-turn or... Yeah, I'm going to U-turn. No. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I could also Defog too, but that doesn't really help me that much in this situation. Ooh, this is tough. I'm going to go ahead and Brave Bird. As he does switch out back into Aerodactyl, which this thing's going to take damage, which is awesome. But I can no longer keep this Crobat alive, so I just have to go for Brave Bird again. As Aerial Ace is going to kill me. But I'm pretty sure my Latios wins right now. As long as he does not crit the Stone Edge. So I'm pretty sure a Psyshock kills from this range. So I'm just going to go for the Psyshock. That's an Aerial Ace, that's 60%. Psyshock kills. I really have to hope a Mach Punch from a Breloom does not kill me. Or it doesn't kill the Heatran at 76%, I think. No, ooh, that's going to be close, guys. So he goes into Breloom. So he's hoping the Mach Punch kills. Probably the best play by him. As I do, okay, so he is Sash, and what does he go for? An SD. Game over, guys. I lose. Yep, the Sash ended up being the game pretty much. I do not think I eat, and even if I do, Latios will kill me next turn. Yep, GG, man. So we'll get one more. Alright, so we've seen Mamo a couple times. So this is the first time we're seeing Azumarill, and Azumarill does not like this Latios. Energy Ball puts in work. So he will probably lead his Banded Victini, I'm assuming, or his Mamo again. So what takes care of both of those? Nothing really on my team. Actually, Keldeo can. As long as he's not... I don't know if... Okay, so he leaves Mamo. That's great for me. I don't know if even Victini gets something like Energy Ball. I think it might get Grass Knot or something like that, but I don't know how much that would do. I've seen the Expert Belt set. I don't really like it. So he goes Lottie. I could get a burn here, as I don't. And I don't see Leftover, so he could... Oh, he is a Mega Lottie, so he could be the Reflect type set, which I wouldn't like at all because that thing's actually pretty good. But I'm going to go Latios here in case he does Reflect type because it won't do anything. I see Thunderbolts and that doesn't do anything either. Oh, he gets the 10% para. That sucks. So now he can hop into a Zoomeril here. I'm going to predict that and go for the Energy Ball. As he does, and I hit him with the Energy Ball. Look at that, 92%. He never saw that coming. This makes him not allowed to use Belly Drum if he's the Belly Drum set, but he's probably just the Banded set, which is the best set. Honestly, do I want this Latios to go down? That's what I'm thinking. Because he does have Bisharp, which, I mean, Latios can't really touch unless I get him with an HP Fire on the switch. So, I think he'll just knock off here. He won't play rough. And I will just revenge kill him with Scizor. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to sack this. I'm just going to go for a Psyshock. He goes for the Waterfall, and if I break through, I got a kill. So, yeah, that's good on, that's good for me. So now he'll probably just go Mamo and Ice Shard me. Or Bisharp. So he goes back into Latias. So he's probably just going to Ice Beam me. He could be Bolt Beam. I'm just going to Draco. Yeah, he is Bolt Beam. I don't know what his last move is, but this Latias could be a problem for us because, let's see, the only way we can take care of it is... I guess I could play around with it with Heatran because it does probably have Recover. It could be Calm Mind. Calm Mind would be a problem. This Crobat, I'm just going to get in my Crobat and U-turn, gain some momentum. Also, it would do a ton if he stays in. So I'm just going to U-turn. We'll see what he wants to do. This is kind of a tough play on his part because I'm gaining a lot of momentum on this turn no matter what he does. He could stand and Roost. That would probably be his best play. But I probably wouldn't do that if I was in this situation. That's kind of risky. Come on, come on. What are you going to do? I think I'm going to pause until he makes his move, and we'll be right back. Oh, he does make his move before I even pause. So, he does stay in, and I hit him with 43% to a U-turn. So, he could Roost here. He could Ice Beam here. He could Thunderbolt here, too, to be honest. Either way, a Heatran walls either of those, and it would wall the Dragon-type move if he goes to choose. So, he does Ice Beam. That does 4%, so... I get my recovery all the way back up to 100. He will probably Roost here. So I'm going to get up my rocks. And then next turn he will probably end up switching here. And I really want to go for a Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so he brings out Victini. I don't know what this... I don't know if it can get Earthquake. If it can, that's pretty stupid in my opinion. But it probably can, and I don't know why you would bring out a Victini on a Heatran otherwise. So Landorus or Crobat right now, and I'm thinking Landorus to get the attack drop just in case he does go for a V-Create, which would be wild. I wouldn't agree with that play whatsoever. As he Focus Blasts, that's okay. So Crobat would have been the better play, but he's Life Orb, so now I know what set he is. So now I can go straight into Crobat. Actually, I'm going to go straight back into Heatran. Give me a Flash Fire. As he Glacialates. Okay. That's fine. He's just taking Life Orb damage. So he is the special set. And honestly, I can go into Keldeo and deal with him. Yep. Focus Blast never hits, guys. When it does, it doesn't matter right here. See, only 27%. Never use Focus Blast. I don't trust it. Only case I do use it is probably Alakazam, because Alakazam just gets walled by so many steel types. So I'm just gonna go for a Scald here, probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Scald and hopefully get a burn on something. Getting a burn on this would be nice because it's residual damage. So I do not get a burn on it, which kind of sucks. So I'm just gonna go. Let's see. I don't think he can touch my Scizor. So my play here is I could just start SDing up. But I'm going to go into Heat Ray and play it safe just in case I have not seen his last move yet. And I don't know if it's HP Fire or if it's Calm Mind or what. So I am going to Taunt here as he goes into Mammo. He cannot get up his rock. Okay, so he's Oblivious. I did not know. Who doesn't run, or who runs Oblivious? I would always run Big Fat. Fire type moves can destroy him. But in any case, I think he could go for an Ice type move here, predicting the Lando. But either way, Keldeo can take care of him, so I am going back into Keldeo as he gets up his rocks. So I get Keldeo out here for free, which is awesome because now I can just go for another Scald. As he goes back into Latias, and I really hope I get a burn this time because it is Scald. As I do get the burn, which is awesome. So now I can go out in my Crobat, and if he does not roost here, I do kill. Woo, we are living, boys. And predicted if he does not switch out here. So I'm just gonna. If he switches here, that's pretty bad for me because then my Crobat will go down to rocks whenever I bring it in next. But that's okay. I'm just gonna U-turn as I do get the kill, which is awesome. So I cannot bring out Lando if he brings out Bisharp because then he'll get his Defiant boost. And that would be really, really bad for me right now. So I'm going to go out into Keldeo because it can take care of literally every member of his team he has left. And his Victini does not outspeed me because we found out it is Life Orb. So a Choice Scarf Excadrill is the only thing that he can, I don't know, somehow kill me, like a crit Earthquake. But crit Earthquake and then an Ice Shard maybe. And a Sucker Punch. That's how he has to deal with my Keldeo. So this thing dies. I mean, I don't really know what his play here is. So he does Ice Shard, does 13%. Goodbye. Let's see what he wants to bring. He does bring out the Bisharp. This thing does not counter Keldeo whatsoever. Yeah, a Scald killed it with Specs. Yep, so we do get the last win. So we are up to 14-44. So I really like this team, guys, and then, like I said, I will put this team up in the description. You guys can check it out. You guys can use it. I really like it. You guys will probably really like it. As long as you use it right, it will get you W's for sure. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.